It's about 9:45 p.m. West Coast time on Monday. I saw a headline that got me thinking, and I mean, really, nobody wants that to happen. Anyway, whatever. Let's talk about MSNBC for a second. Okay. Um, I'm going to read one sentence from a an article published today by the New Jersey Globe. The New Jersey Globe. I'm pretty sure that their senior editor is a team comprised of Snooky and Mike, the one that went to prison. Anyway, here's the sentence. The article is entitled "Bob Menendez Got a Vote by Mail Ballot." Quote, disgraced former senator, New Jersey Senator, Bob Menendez, who's in prison because he did like somebody told him what bribery was and he was like, "Oh, I like that. Let's do that." And he went fucking balls deep on bribery. Disgraced former Senator Bob Menendez was mailed a ballot to vote in tomorrow's election despite being incarcerated in a federal prison for taking bribes since June 17th. Well, he took bribes before June 17th. I don't know what the words "since June 17th" actually mean, but he has not returned his mail-in ballot. And so that I read that headline and I read that sentence, and it got me thinking about MSNBC. And I'm going to say a couple of things that are going to make people on the left sort of cranky. But that's part of what we do here on Hawk's Page, is sometimes we say things that criticize the left, and people on the left then get pissed off, and then they all start messaging each other, and they're like, "We need to get Hawk permanently banned from TikTok." And then they start to do that, for like 3 weeks, and then it peters out, and then they move on to something else. But it's becoming a bit of an annual event, or maybe a semi-annual event, because it happens like twice a year now. It used to only happen once a year. So anyway, disgraced former New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez happens to be the follower, or the follower. He happens to be the follow. God damn it. Okay, it's late. Yesterday was a travel day. I'm tired. Let's try this again. Disgraced former New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez is also the father of MSNBC primetime anchor Alicia Menendez. She's currently co-hosting a primetime show on MSNBC with former Republican National Campaign Committee Chairman and former Maryland Governor Michael Steele. Disgraced former Senator Bob Menendez, his daughter is MSNBC primetime host Alicia Menendez, which reminded me of another thing. One of my absolute favorite shows on MSNBC is Dateline White House, hosted by Nicole Wallace. 2 or 3 times a week, at least, one of her guests is New York Times columnist Michael Schmidt. He's the guy who's always like, every single time they show Michael Schmidt on camera, he's like, what they don't tell you is that New York Times columnist Michael Schmidt is married to Nicole Wallace. I always found it fucking weird that they don't disclose that on that program. I don't know that they've ever disclosed that on that program. Michael Schmidt is her guest multiple times a week, every single week. And he's like, but they don't tell you that he's married to Nicole Wallace. I had a point in mentioning both of those things. I can't remember exactly what that point was, but I feel like anybody who follows me is smart enough that they will be able to deduce whatever that point might have been. So, there's that.